The following program is a paid commercial, which has been paid for by the advertiser whose products and/or services are featured in this program.
Team USA, we are ready to roll. Rolling moments.
Beautiful night for some football.
The Kentucky Derby. A photo finish. Scotty Scheffler takes it all.
A lot of stars for you on Sunday Night Football.
The program you're watching is a paid advertisement for Mathemagics, paid for by Positive Response Television.
We're here in Hollywood at the exclusive Magic Castle. It's a private club for magicians, but I have a guest pass. Hi there.
I have a Magic Castle guest pass. I'm here to see Arthur Benjamin. He's the
Walk that way and speak to the owl.
owl. Open sesame. This is a very weird place. Pardon me, sir. I'm looking for Art Benjamin. Aren't you the same guy that...
Ask Irma.
Irma. Who's Irma? The piano? What does that mean?
Pass the dungeon and go to your right.
The dungeon? Looks like we're just in time. Isn't that the same guy?
World's foremost mathematician, Professor Arthur Benjamin.
Welcome to the show.
Coming up next on Amazing Discoveries, you'll see how to do complex math problems at lightning speed in your head, without pencil, paper, and without a calculator.
How much is 67 times 36?
That would be 2,412.
Born in 1909.
What gave this child this amazing ability? You won't believe the answer. Now here's the host of Amazing Discoveries, Mike Levy.
It's clear to see that the integrity and humility that have long characterized this man of
Did you know
God
that our
have
show
given
is
a
now
unique
broadcast in about
credibility
20 different
to all he
countries and
stands
in over 7 different
That
languages?
kind of legacy, my
I have
friend,
to be real careful
is
because
nothing
there's a lot of
short
those
of
4-letter words that you
extraordinary.
just can't say on TV. You know what I mean. But right now, I'm going to say a 4-letter word.
He is a rare
It is
gem,
guaranteed
a
to
true
strike
servant of the
terror in
gospel,
hearts of
and I am
practically
honored
everyone
to
watching
call
this
him my
program.
friend. And today, on his 98th
Now
birthday,
think about it.
George
How many
Beverly
times have you made a
Shea is
mistake in
here
your
with
checkbook,
us
overdrawing
to
your
talk about
account,
his
and what do
incredible
you do? You say to
journey
yourself,
and the
I'm
songs
just
that
bad
we
with
love
numbers.
to hear him
Or what do you
sing.
do when your child comes
Bev,
home and says,
what a
I hate
privilege
math,
to have you,
or
my friend.
SATs?
I just heard
well,
you
today's
talking.
guest says
Who
he
were you
can
talking
actually
about,
make
man?
it easy and fun.
We were talking about
His
you,
name
my
is Professor
friend.
Arthur Benjamin, and he's known as a mathemagician, and I'll show you why. Calculator's right there. Follow along now. Art Benjamin, what is 987 times 975?
That'll give you 962,325.
Is that right? Let me see. Right on the button. Look at that. Can you believe that? Today's guest says with his system called Mathemagics that by the end of today's show, everyone watching will be able to do complex math calculations right in your head without pencil and paper and without a calculator and lightning fast. That would be good. He's a professor of mathematics at Harvey Mudd College, and he's the creator of Mathemagics. Please welcome to the show, Professor Arthur Benjamin. Now, Art, everyone wants to see another one of those demonstrations. Can you do division in your head, too?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to give you a problem here. What is, follow along, 374 divided by 14?
That'll give you 26.71428571428.
Hold it. He's got the right answer, but it ran off the calculator. Here, I should have had a bigger calculator. But luckily, joining us are some people who have really big calculators. We've invited 3 professional accountants on our show today to verify all the answers. And when they hear a correct answer, you're going to hear this sound. But when the answer is incorrect, I'm afraid, Art, you're going to hear this sound. And to make sure that I don't have to think up all the problems, we've also invited a whole class from Fremont Middle School. Welcome, everybody. Okay, and they're going to shout out some pretty tough problems for you, Art.
Okay.
Let's get started. What's
All right,
first?
somebody give me a 3-digit number, please.
3-digit.
Oh, no, one at a time.
Wait. We only need one number, and I knew this was going to happen. I wanted to make it fair and fun. So also join us is our amazing gladiator, Maze. Maze Pendleton, welcome to the show. Maze is going to launch little foam balls from our amazing gladiator air gun. Go ahead and show what you're going to do. Try one out there. You catch it, audience. The person who catches the ball is going to shout out the 3-digit number. Now, you want a 3-digit number for what now?
I'm going to square that number, multiply it by itself.
In your head.
Faster than they can do on a calculator.
Okay, that was for practice. Maze, fire 2. Catch it. Oh.
Okay.
Give me a 3-digit number. 567
squared is 321,489.
That's right. That's pretty good. But wait a second now. You're a professor. I mean, he's a genius. You must have been one of these, like, whiz kids in school, right?
Actually, Mike, I was a hyperactive child. I was kicked out of several nursery schools, and my parents were advised not to even attempt to put me in public school because of my short attention span.
Really?
Thank goodness they did.
Yeah.
But frankly, Mike, I think when it comes to math, we give up way too easily on our children.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, if your child came home one day and said that they couldn't do reading, well, you do something about it because you know how important it is to know how to read.
It's crucial, absolutely.
But, Mike, in today's world, it's just as important to know how to do math.
Okay, but Mathemagics, I mean, no offense, sir, but you're a professor. Can anyone do this? Can I do this? I mean, I don't particularly care for math.
You're never too old to learn Mathemagics.
Really? And it's really that easy?
It's very easy. In fact, here, let me give you an example. How are you at multiplying?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot. Well, I'm okay at the low numbers, but when you get up to 10, actually I'm pretty good at multiplying times 10. You just add a 0. But when you get to like 11 or 12 or 15...
All right, you want to see how to multiply by 11s using Mathemagics? I'll show you right now.
Well, don't show me. Show someone from our audience. Sarah, come on down here. Now, before today's show, Sarah says, I want to learn Mathemagics. That sounds fun. Okay, Sarah.
Now, if you want to multiply, say, 53 times 11, the old-fashioned way, you got to do 1 times 3, 1 times 5, put a 0 there, another 3, another 5, add the numbers backwards, and with any luck, you'll arrive at the right answer. But I defy you to try and do that problem in your head.
Yeah, you probably got a headache.
Now, Sarah, if I told you that within the next 10 seconds you were going to learn how to multiply a 2-digit number by 11 quickly and instantly, you think that would amaze your friends?
Yeah.
Let me show you how easy it is with Mathemagics. What's 5 plus 3?
8.
And that's the answer, 583.
That's it? That's pretty easy.
Come on, Sarah, you try it. How about 72 times 11?
792.
Exactly.
She caught right on. That's pretty good. Wait, I want to try one. I think I got this. Okay, Art, put down 85 here.
Well,
I can do this. I watched here. Now, I want you, you add the 8 and the 5, and you get 13. Put down 13 in between there. Now, I got this, Art. So the answer is 8, 13, 5?
Well, not exactly. You see, we only have room for the 3, but the 1 makes the 8 carry, and the answer is 935.
I get it. Okay, that's pretty good. Thank you, Sarah. Good job. Now, that's 11s, but what happens when you want to multiply like times 12s or 30s or 59s
now,
or 62s?
hold on a second, Mike. I created Mathemagics so that you can multiply almost any numbers together, not just 11s, quickly and instantly, faster than most people can do with a calculator.
But even if you don't like math, I mean, you like math. I particularly don't like math.
Mike, Mathemagics works for everyone. You're never too old for Mathemagics.
Oh, thanks a lot, Art.
Oh, sorry.
But can you really catch on that quickly? I mean, like that? Can you learn? Come on now.
Very easy. How can I prove it to you?
Well, we have a way you can prove it to us because we have a challenge for you and Mathemagics. Before today's show, we chose some people out of our audience who said they didn't particularly care for math like me, or they just wanted to better their math skills. We sent them backstage, each with a videotape teaching one of Art's Mathemagics skills. At the end of today's show, we're going to bring them back to the stage and test them. And also joining us backstage is our good old friend and official studio security guard, Chuck.
Hi, Mike.
Now, Chuck, your job is to watch these people and make sure no one else helps them. They have to learn these skills on their own with just the videotape. Got that, Chuck?
Right.
And we'll see if you can really catch on to Mathemagics that quickly.
Anyone can learn this.
That'll be nice.
If you're afraid of math, I promise this will make math so much more enjoyable. If you like math, well, this will boost your abilities far beyond anything you've ever imagined.
Oh, I'm ready for that. Now, I must admit, we were very impressed because we had a chance to visit some young people who really caught on to Mathemagics and quickly. Take a look at this.
We visited Foothill Country Day School in Claremont, California. We were first greeted by Mrs. Gallagher, who gave us an exciting tour of their science department. It was interesting, but I was reminded why, much to my parents' disappointment, I just couldn't become a doctor.
There's no greater reward for a teacher than to see your students' eyes light with confidence when they learn a skill that will benefit them the rest of their lives. Mathemagics is not only fun for the students, it's also entertaining. I feel Professor Benjamin has made a significant contribution to education.
Now this is Corey, and I hear you're pretty good at adding numbers in your head, is that right?
Yeah.
Can she really add a lot of numbers in her head?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you some complex problems. You add up all of these numbers in your head, and I'm going to use my trusty calculator here that I just bought. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What is 532 plus 463 plus 837? How much is that?
1,832.
She's right. Look at that. That's pretty good.
That was easy.
That was easy? All right, Chris, you ready for a little mental subtraction here?
Okay.
What is 1,231 minus 589? How much is that?
642.
Yep, in his head. Look at that. Can you believe that? That was pretty good. But now, I always have problems with multiplication in school. Chad here says that he just does it in his head. All right, ready for this, Chad? Here's a problem for you. How much is 67 times 36? Do that in your head.
That would be 2,412.
Yep, exactly. 2,000. That's pretty good. That's real. I'm impressed by this.
Mike, that wasn't really too hard.
Maybe for you.
I think one reason so many people in our country are behind in math achievement is that we as teachers continue to teach our students the way we were taught 20, even 30 years ago. And a lot has changed since then. We have computers in classrooms and in many people's homes. Whereas when I went to school, it was unheard of. We used pencil and paper for our calculations. Dr. Benjamin's Mathemagics teaches students to use their minds so that they are unafraid of math, which is a core skill for science, technology, the future. In my opinion, Mathemagics is a fresh, new set of powerful tools.
Okay, now don't let the size of these students fool you. Watch this. What is 72 times 11? How much is that? Yes.
792.
That's right. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. What's 43 times 11? How much is that? Yes.
473? Yeah!
That's right. Wait a second. What grade are you in?
3rd grade.
That's pretty good. Pretty smart little boy. Now, can you imagine the advantage these kids are going to have later in school? I mean, later in life. I mean, they actually enjoy math, unlike me when I went to school.
Mike, if you have a positive experience with math, that will lead to more benefits down the road. But you know, Mathemagics isn't just for kids. It's also good for adults, too.
I know you were telling me that, and we've asked some adults to join us on today's show who say Mathemagics has helped them quite a bit in their lives. First of all, please welcome to the show, Tricia Hegland. Welcome, Tricia. Now, Tricia is in automobile sales, and I understand that you were actually reluctant to come to our show to share your experience with Mathemagics. Why is that?
Well, Mike, to tell you the truth, I didn't want to give away the trade secret that had made me the #1 salesperson.
Well, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Mathemagics gives me the edge I need to do fast negotiations.
So you can calculate in your mind, but now every time I've gone to lease or buy a car, the person had a calculator and they were punching in the options and the percentages. Can't you just carry a calculator?
Well, I used to do that. The problem is, if they see the calculator, they want to borrow it. And then they do their own calculations. It makes my job a lot harder.
I get the picture. Can I give you a little test here on your Mathemagics skills?
Sure.
Okay, do you lease cars where you work?
Of course.
Okay, what if I want to lease a car and I have $3,000 to put down and my monthly payment cannot exceed $275 no matter how much you pressure me, and I want to lease the car for 36 months, how much would I be spending on that lease at the end of the 36 months?
Well, Mike, that would only be $12,900, and I'm sure you can afford that, right?
That's right. Pretty good. In her head. That's very good. Next, joining us is Ben Weiss. He's a former student of Professor Benjamin's at Harvey Mudd College. He's also gone on to become a very successful computer graphics software developer. Welcome, Ben.
Nice to be here.
Now, how has Mathemagics helped you develop computer software?
Well, Mike, for one thing, it helped me get my job.
Is that right?
Yeah, Professor Benjamin's techniques let me write some of the computer special effects that you're seeing right now on your screen.
Look at that. That's pretty good.
And just as Mathemagics helps people calculate faster, it lets me write software that's just about as fast as anything else out there on the market.
Well, how does Mathemagics do that?
Well, on a conceptual level, it lets you take very complex problems and break them down into their simplest elements that you can solve very easily.
That'll make it much easier. Okay, can I give you a little test here?
Sure.
Now, can you square numbers?
I'll try.
Are you impressed there? I know that when you square a number, it means multiply it times itself. See, I'm learning here. What's the square of 316?
316? 99,856.
That's right. Very good in his head. That's pretty good. Now please welcome the youngest member of our panel, Todd Hurst. Welcome, Todd.
Hi, Mike.
Now Todd's here at the show with his mom, Darlene, and his little brother, Taylor. And Darlene was telling me before today's show that thanks to Mathemagics, Todd's developed a special talent that Darlene finds quite useful. Tell us about that.
Yes. In the past, I've always used a calculator whenever I did my grocery shopping, like most moms.
To stay on budget. We've all been there, yep.
But since Todd has learned Mathemagics, I bring now my personal computer with me to the store.
What do you mean by that?
Well, by the time we reach the checkout, he says, Mom, I know the total.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me something, Todd? You know how much your mom spent with a basket cart full of stuff?
Yeah.
Can we give you a little test?
Take your best shot.
Oh, he's pretty confident. Also joining us on today's show is Tony from Tony's Deli. Welcome back, Tony.
Yo, Mike, how you doing today?
Now, before today's show, after we did a little bit of shopping at Tony's Deli, we have some items there ready to get checked out. And, Tony, I want you to check them out using your cash register. Go ahead.
No problem, Mike. Listen, $3.25 is the first item. Amazing brand. Good stuff. Had it this morning. I got, for 80 cents, I got on special for you. Myco meal.
Who thought of that one?
$5.99. Microwave popcorn. Good for some late night TV viewing. And at $4.35, if you're a couch potato like my cousin Vinny, eat these all night, chock full of nuts. You want me to call this up, Mike?
Now, don't push the toilet button. Wait, Tony, because Todd's going to tell us how much we spent so far at Tony's Deli. How much we spent?
You spent $14.39.
Is that right? Right on the button. That's pretty good.
Hey, Mike, that's great, but who's going to pay for all this?
I knew you were going to ask, Tony. There's a $100 bill in an envelope right next to the cash register there. Please make sure I get correct change.
Hey, okay, you got it, Mike.
Darlene, you've got to be proud of Todd.
I'm proud of him, and he loves it.
And Taylor, are you going to learn Mathemagics?
I already know Mathemagics.
Really? Can we test you?
Well, I know how much change you're supposed to get back.
Wait a second. You figure out how much change for my $100? How much change?
$85.61.
Is that right? Right on the button. That's pretty good. How did you do that? In his head?
Mike, we've all been shortchanged every once in a while. In fact, I have a theory that that's why they call it change in the first place.
Can you show us how to do that?
I'd be glad to, right now if you'd like.
Wait, hold on. We're going to take a short break. Let's check in backstage and see how our challengers are doing. Oh, they're doing good. Chuck's keeping an eye on them. When we come back, we're going to meet someone who had a very special reason why he decided to learn Mathemagics. You're going to want to see this. And Art's going to show us how we can make sure that we're never going to get shortchanged again thanks to Mathemagics. All this and more coming your way on Amazing Discoveries.
What's a math professor doing at the Magic Castle? Well, I think that magic and math have a lot in common. Both appear mysterious and intimidating until you know the secret. It's always been my belief that mathematics can be just as entertaining as magic.
8 times 4 is 32.
This frustrated math student is about to have his life changed forever. He'll soon learn the secret that will show him how to switch on a powerful computer deep within his own mind. Imagine doing complex calculations in your head, often faster than a calculator, and get the right answer every time. No pencil, no paper, no kidding.
11,664.
It's easy with Mathemagics. Created by mathematics professor Arthur Benjamin, Mathemagics can put an end to math frustration forever.
Whether you're an adult wanting to overcome math anxiety or a student struggling with numbers, Mathemagics can give you that edge so important for a successful career.
Professor Benjamin's Mathemagics makes learning math almost like playing a game, and kids love games. I have personally seen kids get visibly excited about learning mathematics thanks to Mathemagics.
What is 532 plus 463 plus 837? How much is that?
1,832.
She's right. Look at that. What is 1,231 minus 589? How much is that?
642.
Yep, in his head. Look at that.
Think about it. Numbers are everywhere, whether you're at school, at work, or just having a good time. The more sense you can make of numbers, the more successful you will be.
Jen.
I'll prove to you that no matter how old you are, math can actually be a lot of fun.
When you order Mathemagics, you'll receive 4 power-packed audio cassettes that show you how to master even the most complicated math problems right in your head. And this illustrated guide and practice manual that'll show you how to come up with the right answer every time. You'll do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentages, decimals, fractions, introductory algebra and SAT math, and much, much more. Plus, you'll learn Professor Benjamin's favorite Mathemagics skills with this full-length, entertaining video program. It makes learning Mathemagics as easy as watching TV.
If you're a parent or a grandparent and would like to give your child an advantage that'll last a lifetime, or maybe you're just tired of making excuses about your own math mistakes, Mathemagics can turn on the switch to the most powerful math computer in the world, and it's right in your own mind.
4,216.
Put an end to math frustration forever. Call now and order the complete Mathemagics system for just 3 easy payments of $19.95. Here's how to order. Have your credit card ready and call us toll-free at 1-800-616-1717. Now you can learn all the secrets of Mathemagics for just 3 easy payments of $19.95. Call 1-800-616-1717 or write to the address on the screen. For faster delivery, call 1-800-616-1717. Remember, whether you're young or old, Mathemagics is for everyone, and it's completely guaranteed. So call 1-800-616-1717 now.
With our special guest, Professor Arthur Benjamin. Now, Art, you told us you were going to show us how Taylor instantly made change from the $100 bill in his head. How did he do that?
That's right, Mike. Now, if you tried to do that problem the old-fashioned way, it would just be a nightmare.
You could never do that in your head.
I don't think so. But let me show you how easy it is to do using Mathemagics.
Okay.
Let's say the purchase price was $14.39.
Right.
Now, to make change from $100, all you need to know how to do is subtract numbers from 9 and subtract numbers from 10. You'll subtract every number from 9 except the last one, which you subtract from 10. Okay. Let me give you an example. Okay, what's 9 minus 1?
8.
And 9 minus 4?
5.
And 9 minus 3?
6.
And 10 minus 9?
1.
And that's the answer, $85.61.
That's it. That's pretty easy. Now, does that always work?
It almost always works, Mike. If the purchase price had ended in 0, then you have to make a slight adjustment. But that's covered in the course, and it's a cinch to learn.
But what if it's not $100? What if it's like a $20 bill or a $10
Mike,
or $57.32?
Mike, you can adapt this method to solve practically any subtraction problem in your head quickly and easily.
Okay, we'd love to learn all the skills, but we want you to meet someone, Art, someone that's joining us on today's show who had a very special reason why he wanted to learn Mathemagics. He actually wrote a letter into Professor Benjamin telling him how much he enjoyed Mathemagics. Please welcome to the show Warren Wayne, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome, Warren.
Thank you.
Now, we're all anxious to know, what was your reason to learn Mathemagics?
Well, Mike, I'm a senior citizen, and I want to keep my mind active and sharp.
So does Mathemagics help keep your mind sharp?
Yes, it did.
Is that
and I
right?
also had a lot of fun making impressions with my friends and my grandkids.
Oh, they were pretty impressed, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what was your favorite skill when you learned Mathemagics?
Mike, I can tell you the day of the week for any date in history.
Wait a second. He can, I don't even know what day I was born on this year. He can go back like 100 years and tell you what day it is?
Absolutely. Mike, we need another volunteer.
No problem. Maze, launch on the ball. Volunteer. Oh.
Whoa.
There you go. Stand up there. Now, what do you need, Art?
Okay, I don't need to know what year you were born, just what's your birthday, and Warren will tell you what day of the week it will be on this year.
A month and a day. August the 6th, Warren. What day is that going to fall on this year? Got to get those presents ready.
That day is Sunday.
That's phenomenal. Now, does Warren have did he memorize the calendar? How did he do that?
No. All we applied were some simple techniques from Mathemagics.
That's phenomenal. Okay, we want to hear more. Stay with us. When we come back, we're finally going to bring out those audience members that were having trouble with math or wanted to make their math skills better, and they learned through Mathemagics, so we're going to test them. All this and more coming your way on Amazing Discovery.
8 times 4 is 32.
This frustrated math student is about to have his life changed forever. He'll soon learn the secret that will show him how to switch on a powerful computer deep within his own mind. Imagine doing complex calculations in your head, often faster than a calculator, and get the right answer every time. No pencil, no paper, no kidding.
11,664.
It's easy with Mathemagics. Created by mathematics professor Arthur Benjamin, Mathemagics can put an end to math frustration forever.
Whether you're an adult wanting to overcome math anxiety or a student struggling with numbers, Mathemagics can give you that edge so important for a successful career.
Professor Benjamin's Mathemagics makes learning math almost like playing a game, and kids love games. I have personally seen kids get visibly excited about learning mathematics thanks to Mathemagics.
What is 532 plus 463 plus 837? How much is that?
1,832.
She's right. Look at that. What is 1,231 minus 589? How much is that?
642.
Yep, in his head. Look at that.
Think about it. Numbers are everywhere. Whether you're at school, at work, or just having a good time, the more sense you can make of numbers, the more successful you will be.
Jen,
I'll prove to you that no matter how old you are, math can actually be a lot of fun.
When you order Mathemagics, you'll receive 4 power-packed audio cassettes that show you how to master even the most complicated math problems right in your head. And this illustrated guide and practice manual that'll show you how to come up with the right answer every time. You'll do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentages, decimals, fractions, introductory algebra and SAT math, and much, much more. Plus, you'll learn Professor Benjamin's favorite Mathemagics skills with this full-length, entertaining video program. It makes learning Mathemagics as easy as watching TV.
If you're a parent or a grandparent and would like to give your child an advantage that'll last a lifetime, or maybe you're just tired of making excuses about your own math mistakes, Mathemagics can turn on the switch to the most powerful math computer in the world, and it's right in your own mind.
4,216.
Put an end to math frustration forever. Call now and order the complete Mathemagics system for just 3 easy payments of $19.95. Here's how to order. Have your credit card ready and call us toll-free at 1-800-616-1717. Now you can learn all the secrets of Mathemagics for just 3 easy payments of $19.95. Call 1-800-616-1717 or write to the address on the screen. For faster delivery, call 1-800-616-1717. Remember, whether you're young or old, Mathemagics is for everyone, and it's completely guaranteed. So call 1-800-616-1717 now.
Welcome back. Okay, Art, it's finally time for the moment of truth. Our backstage challengers are back. Everyone here learned a different skill using the videotapes, and they're going to show off their Mathemagics. Now, our first guest is Alice Thompson, and you were backstage, and you were telling me that you actually had to take some special course about mathematics. What was that all about?
A math anxiety course to lessen the anxiety we have towards math.
Is that right? Wow. And what skill did you learn backstage?
Squaring.
Okay, well, we have some very tough problems right here that our accountants made up, and no one's ever seen what's in these envelopes. So, Art, if you'll just open up problem number 1 here, we're going to test Alice, and she can do this in her head. What is 85 squared?
The answer is 7,225.
That's pretty good. Very good. Thanks, Alice. Step right down here. Next is Donna Randis. Now, Donna, you were backstage. What skill did you learn?
Multiplication.
Multiplications. Okay, our accountants have a skill, a little test here. Whoa, in your head. What is 107 times 111?
11,877.
Very good. I'm impressed. Thank you, Donna. Just right over there, please. And last is Nico Capozzi. Nico, what skill did you learn?
Cube roots.
Cube roots. Now, that sounds like you got to have a pretty big calculator to do. Okay, let me give you a problem here. Oh, come on, in his head. Okay, what is the cube root of 753,571?
The answer is 91.
That's pretty good.
That's great. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great.
Oh, thank you.
I think we're all impressed here with Mathemagics, right? Good job, Art. This is really something.
Thanks for having me on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
Mike, as a professor of mathematics, it's always been my dream to make math popular and actually fun, not just a nasty 4-letter word. With Mathemagics, it doesn't matter whether you're young or old, a math lover or a math hater. Mathemagics will show you the secret to turning on the most powerful computer you'll ever need, your own mind.
Yeah, Mathemagics. Very good. I think we all have to agree, Mathemagics truly is an amazing discovery. Until next time, I'm Mike Levy, and this has been Amazing Discovery.
The staff of Amazing Discoveries would love to hear from you. Just drop us a line at P.O. Box 470, Hollywood, California, 90078. The program you were watching was a paid advertisement for Mathemagics.
This program has been produced by the Baseball Network in association with NBC Sports.
The preceding program was a paid commercial, which has been paid for by the advertiser whose products and/or services are featured in this program.